Call to MS. A mobile terminated call is more complicated than mobile originated call. This is due to the fact that the calling party does not know where the MS means call party, is located. The signaling is shown in the figure. We will show it after some time. The number dialed by the calling party is called the mobile station ISDN number. In cases where a call is made from the fixed network, the PSTN or the exchange analyzes the number and determine that the call is for GSM subscriber. The call is routed to the GMSC in the home PLMN of the call MS. By analyzing the MSI SDN, the GMSC finds out which HLR the subscriber is registered on. So the GMSC asks the HLR for the information, so the call can be routed to the MSC or VLR where the MS is temporarily registered. Using the MSI ISDN, the HLR finds the IMSI and the data record for the subscriber. The International Mobile Subscriber Identity is subscriber number only used in signaling network. The address to the serving VLR is received at registration and it is stored together with IMSI in the HLR. The HLR contact the VLR to get a roaming number. This is an ordinary telephone number to the MSC or VLR which sends the roaming number to the HLR and it forward the roaming number to the GMSC. With the help of roaming number, the GMSC can route the call to the appropriate MSC. When the call is routed to the MSC, if the system has a feature called dropback, and this feature is supported by the National Signaling Scheme, the GMSC may drop the call back to the previous mode. The decision is based on the received roaming number and the capabilities of the incoming route. Then the route marked to are released In some situations, the PSTN may be used to reroute the call in the countries where there is poorly functioning or very expensive PSTN. It might be a better to build a separate network with the connections between the MSC and GMSC. So this is the diagram which consists of the BSC, MSC, GMSC. Now the MSC knows which location area the MS, that is mobile station, is located in, and sends a paging message to the BSCs handling this location area. In the GSM, there are two places where information about which cells belongs to the location area can be stored, the MSC and BSC. In GSM system, it is the BSC that store this information. The MSC then sends the identity of the location area and MS to the BSCs in the LA. The BSC distributes the paging message to the BTTs in the LA, and the BTS page the MS using IMSI or TMSI. The MS sends a request for an STCCH when it detects its identity in the paging message. So the MSC performs authentication and it starts differing. The MSC may send information to the MS about the requested service, and this can, for example, speech or data file. Then the BSC orders the BTS to activate a TCH and to release the STCCH. The MS is ordered to tune into frequency of the TCH. An alerting message is sent from MS indicating that a ringing tone has been generated in the MS. A ringing tone for the calling subscriber is generated in MSC. When the mobile subscriber answers, the MS sends a connect message. The network completes through a connection path and sends a connection acknowledgement to the MS. The duplex path for the traffic is now open. Then the next is the call from MS. Provided that the MS is listening to the system information in the cell and it is registered in the MSC or VLR handling this cell, the MS can attempt to make a call. The MS requests a dedicated channel through the RSCH and the MS gets information about the dedicated resource on the AGCH. The MS indicates that it wants to set up call. The identity of the MS IMSI is analyzed and it is marked as a busy in VLR. The authentication is performed as described for the location updating. Ciphering may be initiated. So the MSC receives a setup message from the MS and this information includes the kind of service the MS wants and the number called the B number dialed by the mobile subscriber. The MSC checks that the MS does not have a service like bearing of outgoing calls activated. The bearing can be activated either by the subscriber or by the operator. If MS is not bear the setup of the call, proceed. Between the MSC and BSC, a link is established and PCM is seized. The MSC sends a request to the BSC to assign a TCH. Then it checks if there is an idle TCH and it assigns it to the call and tell them the BTS to activate the channel. Then the BTS sends an acknowledgement when the activation is complete and the BSC orders the MS to transfer the TCH. Then the BSc informs the MSc when the assignment is complete, and the traffic control subsystem analyzes the digits and sets up the connection to the called subscriber. Then the call is connected through a group switch. Then alert message is sent to the MS indicating that a ringing tone has been generated on the other side. The ringing tone generated in the exchange on the B subscriber side is sent to the MS via the group switch in MSC. Then the ringing tone is sent over the air, not generated in the MS. When the B subscriber answers, the network sends a connect message to the MS indicating that the call is accepted. Then the MS returns a connect acknowledgement which completes the call setup. So in the next lecture we will see the handover mechanism in GSM, the security in GSM,